Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Yahweh Bashem Shabbarakatham. This is your brother Aishiar from the GMS Cleveland Church. Lord willing, back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to one of the Lord's elect. And as you see on the screen, this is Glenn Beck, which I believe to be an Israelite, a speckled bird. Okay, those that scattered among the heathen that look like the heathen that come from the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I've been watching his channel. Well, yeah, really this week he's been posting good content about the beast system. Now we know the beast system is talking about the ancient Roman Empire coming back in the form of NATO and the EU. Also the whore that rideth upon it, which is America. Okay, that's the ancient Roman Empire coming back in the reincarnation. The eighth head is talking about America in Revelation 17. Okay, and this place, America, is gonna is basically the model. It wants to bring in the NWO, as you can see, which is gonna play a part. The title says how elites all will use ESG, AI, and CBDCs to seize total control, and that's what they want in this new world order. Okay, um, what is that? He gave life, and they gave life to the image of the beast. Roughly paraphrasing Revelation 13. This is playing part of that image, and he's gonna go into it. And I want to grab this preset real quick. Because this is what Esau wants to do. He wants to have total control, like the Most High. He has a white man. He has it's called the white man complex, which means he has a God complex. This is Ezekiel 28:2. It says, "Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus," right, which is spiritually the Edomites right now. Okay, starting with the elites. It says, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because thine heart is lifted up, meaning your mind, your spirit is lifted up, meaning prideful. Thou hast said, I am a God. Right. I sit in the seat of God. Right. In the midst of the seas represent the peoples. Yet thou art a man and not the Most High. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Yeah, you want to be able to control and know all things like the Most High. Okay. That's you setting your heart as the heart of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And he sits in the seat of the Most High, meaning he's in control of everything on the planet Earth. He even painted himself to be the Lord and his son. He painted the images to be so-called white men. It says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee." You see, and that's what the system is all about. Yes, these Edomites, the elites, are wiser. They were wiser than Daniel, but right now Daniel is even more wiser. Okay, in this reincarnation. Okay, but it was a time to it was a certain time that these Edomites were real wise, man, because their counsel was hidden from the prudent, man, which is the elect, man, and it's being revealed, man. All right, it says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee." All right, and that's pretty much what this system that he's about to bring upon the four corners of the planet Earth is going to be. He's going to be playing as the Most High, watching over all things. It says, "A leopard shall watch over their cities," man. Meaning the one that's really dealing with the when these troops uh, uh, invade America, okay, and they bring in martial law. But that's what's gonna after that happens. This is gonna be implemented. This system, man. All right, so let's watch this video. Lord willing, it's edifying.
I want to tie a few things together. First of all, go back to Maxine Waters and what she said about ESG yesterday. Listen.
It's become a dirty word for corporate America. It's gotten so.
And you have the nigger woman, okay, Eve, doing the bidding of the devil, man. All right, that's among my people are found wicked men. All right, that's Jeremiah the 5th chapter. Okay, they're gonna use the Israelites, the Negro, Latino, Seminole, Native American Indian to push forth this system, man. All right, and they're gonna persuade you to be in it. All right, Because you people trust in mortal man, okay, not the Most High, man. Sure to say, "Cursed be ye that trusted." Let's grab that real quick. All right, because your leaders, your so-called leaders, uh, they're not here to do you justice, man. Okay, they're here to set snares and traps, man. All right, this is the book of Jeremiah 17:9. Well, no, it was in 5. It says, "Thus said the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, whose heart have departed from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua." It says, "Cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm," meaning you have a covenant with mere mortal, especially Esau, Edom. Okay, because with this covenant that you're making with Esau, Edom is going to lead you to being burnt by nuclear missiles by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. It was another precept that popped in my head, but let's continue on.
Politicized.
It certainly has gotten politicized, and it's unfortunate because it's inevitable that everyone is going to have to participate in dealing with.
Okay, stop. Okay, mandatory. It will be mandatory. You will have to participate in ESG. So everything they said about a conspiracy theory is now clearly off the table. They're saying it. So you will have to deal with a social credit score. Now I want you to listen to what
you see now. That social credit score is actually going on in China right now. He's gonna go into it more. This is, if you haven't subscribed to Glenn Beck, I suggest you subscribe, because this guy pretty much goes into the ins and out of this devil system, man. All right, and the system that he's setting up is he wants to bring all the world into subjection, man. All right, so he can rule over it because that was his blessing. All right, and that's you can get that in Genesis, the 27th chapter. It said, "Thy fatness, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth." Right. But the thing about Esau, give me 1 second. So like, the thing about Esau is that he gave up his blessing to have eternal life. All right, but now he's coming back with the sword to bring in his own thing, man. All right, let's keep going.
Kamala Harris said at the AI meeting yesterday.
AI is kind of a fancy thing. First of all, it's 2 letters.
Oh my God.
It means artificial intelligence. But ultimately what it is it's about machine learning. And so the machine is taught. And part of the issue here is what information is going into the machine that will then determine, and we can predict then, if we think about what information is going in.
Okay, stop. What she's saying here is that we are going to teach AI about ESG. We're going to talk to the computer and teach the algorithms to look for equity, to look for social justice, to look for environmental wrongs, to look at governance. Now remember, Maxine Waters just said this is inevitable. Everyone will be forced. You'll have to deal with it. Now they're talking about AI making that an all-seeing, all-knowing policeman. So now what is the punishment? Let me bring you to central bank digital currency. This is from...
Now this central bank digital currency is not the mark of the beast, because you have this guy, Dave Hodges. I forgot what his channel is called. But he's saying that CBDC is the mark of the beast, but it's not. Okay, because it says he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right or left hand. Right? In their right hand or in their forehead, let's paraphrase. You see, CBDCs aren't going to be put in your right hand or forehead. No, it's going to go on a C hip. Okay, it's going to go on the C hip, and that's been revealed by the World Economic Forum. I'm going to read that article as well.
Page 154 of Dark Future. Now, tie all these things together. Listen carefully. When people think of digital currencies, they usually think of decentralized blockchain currencies like those discussed earlier in this chapter. But a U.S. central bank digital currency would likely be completely different, especially if it's developed under the Biden administration or another leftist White House. Why? Because they're going to teach it. Although developers of CBDCs promise these new currencies will be safe and designed to protect some privacy rights, footnote 373, one of the primary appeals of a CBDC is, from the perspective of governments, is that it would be programmable, meaning it could be designed to act in a certain way based on predetermined criteria.
You see, and that's the thing about these CBDCs. But before that, you had the cryptocurrency run, starting 10 years ago, roughly around that time. You had a lot of entertainers. I know Nipsey Hussle was pushing cryptocurrency. And once again, you have these Jakes that set up and they're pushing these agendas. And Jake easily follows after them because Jake is looking for riches. See, but there will be no riches, okay, when it comes to the CBDC, because everything's going to be programmable, man. All right, everything's going to be programmable, man. All right, and I'm going to watch another video of William Bex as well, going into the system, man.
So tie this in. You're going to have an ESG score. It's going to be tied with AI watching you, and now a digital currency that is responsive to AI and those.
And then, see, the thing is, everything he's mentioning, it's all going into what? Technology, wisdom being increased. Okay, let me grab that precept real quick. This is the book of Daniel, right? And this was an end time prophecy. All right, this is Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Right, and the time of the end is right now, man. And the book was sealed up until Yahushua came on the scene, man. Okay, and after Yahushua departed to the spiritual world, he sent his Holy Spirit. He sent the Holy Spirit down here to his men, which we believe are the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Okay, the book was sealed up until the 70s, man. Okay, starting with Elder Abba Bivens, and then the three King Masha, Elder Arya, Elder Yaquab, and then you had Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakha, Apostle Ramla. And the book has Yahushua has unloosed the seals of the book to these men. It says, even to the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase, and knowledge has truly increased in all aspects. And the point I want to focus on is knowledge being increased is dealing with this technology, man. Okay, everything you've seen on these movies growing up as a child. I mean, I grew up in the 90s. You had these movies dealing with all this technology, and everybody being C-hipped and tagged and stabbed and jabbed. These things are coming into fruition in real time, man. All right, because this is what Esau wants to do, man. He puts it out there on these movies to warn you people. All right, so he can be justified, and when he's doing it, because you're not gonna have an excuse on you not knowing about it, man. All right, because he put it out there for you to know. All right, but this is only revealed to the elect of the nation of Israel, man. All right, let's keep going.
A programmable central bank digital currency could be designed so it could only be utilized for certain kinds of purchases, or so that it has limits on the amount of times it can be used to buy certain goods or products. It's even more likely that some CBDCs, including a U.S. digital dollar, would be designed so the rules for its use could change over time. So if the geniuses at the Fed wake up one day and determine that the U.S. digital dollar should no longer be used to buy gasoline-powered cars, ammunition, guns, alcohol, fatty foods, or pretty much anything else they want to ban, federal bureaucrats could, with a push of a few buttons, make their little authoritarian dreams become a reality. Depending on how the law is written governing CBDC, it is possible possible, and I would argue likely, that additional legislation would not be required to make such changes. In other words, CBDCs are created in Europe and North America, and the Fed and other central banks, not a democratically elected legislature, are likely going to be in charge of how those digital dollars are used. That's how the Federal Reserve and some other central banks act today with very little oversight. A programmable digital CBDC could also easily be tracked, taken away, or have their supply greatly expanded, and on short notice. Think how effortless it would be for the Fed to provide a shiny new stimulus plan in an era of the digital dollar. Just make a phone call, wrap some keys on a keyboard, and boom, $1 trillion delivered to 100 million people, all within a couple of minutes.
And that's what Esau wants to do. He wants to make life convenient. Everything at an instant, at a snap of a finger, man. All right? This is him performing the miracles, right? Having a phone and FaceTime, man, is considered a miracle, man. All right? This is something never has been done before, man. All right? Technology has, wisdom has, knowledge has truly increased, man. All right? So, it's to the point where this devil's his plans is being revealed through the Holy Spirit, man.
With all these possibilities in mind, is it difficult to imagine why a central bank or its allies in national governments would want to develop a CBDC? So, tie this again together. You're going to have a social credit score, something they denied. They said that that was a conspiracy theory. We warned you that it wasn't. Most of your friends have no idea what ESG is. It is vital that they understand that. That's what the entire first book, The Great Reset, was about. Once you understand that that's not a conspiracy theory, that that is a way to control corporations first, all the way down to you in the end. And when I say the end, I'm not talking 5 years out. I'm talking the next 18 to 24 months. It will control you. Then, when that is forced on everyone, you have an AI monitoring your every move. If you don't have the right credit score and they introduce CBDC, central bank digital currency, and it is programmable, exactly what Kamala Harris was talking about with AI, putting the information in that the government wants it to have, so it will have certain parameters that these leftists want to have.
See, Esau, he wants to have everything on a blockchain. He wants to have something called the Internet of All Things, and everybody is hooked up to the same, the same, uh, the same system. Okay, and everything's gonna be tracked and controlled. Okay, your car, they're gonna be able to tell you can't drive here today. You wasted, you drove enough, used enough gas. You're polluting the earth. Um, can't eat this today because your diet isn't right. All right, ultimate control, man. Ultimate control, man. He's going forth with it, man. His pride says, "Cause thine heart is lifted up." You see. Let's keep going.
And for your money. It's not your money. If you step out of bounds, if you complain about LGBTQ, they don't need the FBI to investigate you. AI will already know.
See, and that's why it's going to be a lot of mass layoffs, man. It's going to be massive layoffs, man. All right, because they're replacing people with technology, man. All right. He just said the FBI won't have to track and control you, man. The artificial intelligence going to already know who did it. If you haven't seen the movie Eagle Eye, with the guy Shia LaBeouf, who's also an Israelite, I suggest you check that out, man. It's a good movie. Okay, throughout the movie, they're being watched by the system, so to speak. Okay, it was cameras everywhere, telling them what to do, or they were gonna lose their life. You see, this is what's coming, man. All right, to the point where ultimate control is to where you can only have 3 outfits for a year, man. You see, ain't no more Gucci. Your favorite Adidas's, your favorite Nikes, your favorite jogging suit, your Balenciagas, your Polo. All that's about to be done away with, man. Cause you're only gonna be allowed to have 3 clothing, 3 outfits, man. All right. And you Jake's gonna participate in the society, man. All right, because he has to cause you to take that C hip, meaning he has to bring you to a lower state, a state of desperation, in order to take that C hip. Okay, and he is, because Jake, what are these people out here doing, especially Jake, the Israelites? They're out here participating in folly and mirth, man. They're not worried about what's to come. This is why I said the day of the Lord is as a thief in the night, man. All right, these things are slowly gonna manifest themselves, and Jake, 2/3 are gonna be through, man. They're gonna be held in perplexity, man. All right, I'm gonna grab that too.
You've written, who you're talking to, what you said at any kind of meeting or any meeting where your phone is on. And if you think that I am exaggerating, you are sadly misled and misguided. It will gather all of the information automatically, and it will change your score in real time, and you won't be able to do things that you want to do. We told you yesterday about how transportation, you're not going to be able to fly and go places. You're not even going to be able to drive your car from city to city if you don't have a perfect score. And as I told you yesterday or the day before, the UNESCO, outlined in 2019 that you could have a low ESG score if you're a journalist. Why?
See, you're gonna have a low social credit score if you're a journalist, meaning well, speak up and teach the truth, man. So how much the men of the Lord, man? All right. That's why when it says in Revelation 13 and 16, let's grab that real quick. Revelation 13 and 16, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, a charagma, the sea hip, in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. Now the 15th verse is the point. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast. See, this ESG, AI, CBDCs are part of giving life into this NWO, man. Okay, that's the image. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many will not worship the image of the beast should be killed, man. And if you don't participate in the society, okay, you're gonna be killed, man. Physically, man. All right. Now when you go into that word kill, it says uh what does it say? Hold on 1 second. I don't think I grabbed the right word. Well, it says kill in here. It doesn't really give much. It says in order that, go to the root words. Go to the root word. Hold on. Well, basically, they don't really give you much. You know, they change the blue letter every now and then. When you go to the word kill, it basically means ostracized from society. Okay, meaning you're going to be an outcast. Okay, if you don't participate in this this beast system, man. Okay, you're going to be ostracized. You're not going to be able to buy food, have a house. Slakia. You're not going to be able to do anything, man, but trust on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, instead of man, because man is going to lead you to death, man. Man's heart is wicked, man. It says the heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it, man? Okay, Esau Edom's intention is not to do good. He wants to lay a snare to trap, so he can have you destroyed, man.
Because you're going to be talking to people whose view does not agree with ESG or one of the other things that they're measuring. And if you talk to them for your job as a journalist, your point will go down, your score will go down, and you may not be able to drive your car. You'll have to ride a bus.
See? Yeah, see? Ultimate control, man. You know, he wants to be just like the Israelites, man. Okay, because this is Jacob's blessing. All nations shall serve who? Jacob. All right? Forever and ever, man. You know?
This is not science fiction. This is true, and it is happening, and I do not want you to take my word for it. You'll notice I said, this is page 156, and I told you that it was what? Footnote 373?
I think so.
This whole thing is footnoted, so everything is clear that you can go and find the original source. And again, listen to what they're saying today. They were lying to you then when they said this is a conspiracy theory, because they are saying today it's inevitable, and you will have to participate. It's inevitable. I thought it was a conspiracy theory. So today's conspiracy theory is tomorrow's absolute fact, and by tomorrow, you could be in a digital jail. You need to understand what's happening, and you can find it all in the book, Dark Future. It is incredibly important that you understand it, and if you know people that will ask honest questions, whose mind can be changed still, with facts, not theories, not conspiracies, but with facts.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's check this out.
All Ultra shoes start with a roomy toe box and more natural foot positioning.
If I may, let me...
And this is WEF's contributor. WF contributors chilling metaverse idea for useless people, man. Let's just watch this, and then I'm gonna close out, man.
Share something from...
Now, the WEF means the World Economic Forum, and that's pretty much who's bringing in this fourth industrial revolution. Okay, this internet, the technology age, starting with the elites. Okay, the World Economic Forum is ran by a guy named Cotton Swab. You can look him up, and his minion, Harari, Yuval Noah. Okay, and they want to have everybody see him and everybody on the internet, man, plugged into the Internet of all things, man. Okay, and they're using, they have a summit, right, which is a meeting. Okay, they have a summit where all these leaders of the world, like for instance, Joe Biden went to the summit. You have Putin, Xi Jinping, the Chinese president. You have all these renowned leaders of these nations participate in this summit, and they're ushering in this system for the elites, man. All right, which will be the bankers. Okay, the bankers are giving WEF a to-do list, and a to-do list is being filled out by the presidents and leaders of these nations, man. America is gonna be America is heading the WEF, really, man. Because this devil is in control of all things, especially the Edomite, American Edomites, man. They run the world, man. All right, the American Edomites have the power over the four corners of the planet Earth, man. All right, let's keep going.
Who should scare you to the core. He is the historian Yuval Noah Harari. We've talked about him on this program a lot. He is the advisor to Klaus Schwab. Oh, good. He is also the co-author of COVID-19, The Great Reset. And he talks a lot about what is coming. Now, one of the things that is coming is mass unemployment. Mass unemployment is coming because of AI. And so that will create, according to Harari, listen to this, the biggest question maybe in all of economics and politics of the coming decade will be what to do with all of these useless people. Stu, where have we heard that before?
It certainly has echoes from our history, quite a bit.
He says the problem is more boredom and what to do with them and how they will find some sense of meaning in life when they're basically meaningless and worthless. These are his words. My best guess at present is a combination of drugs and computer games as a solution for most, but it's already happening. I think once you're once you're redundant, okay. Yes, thank you. You don't have any power. So he goes on to outline a transhumanist vision of the future where we have brain-computer interfaces to make our moving around in the material world obsolete. Human relationships become meaningless due to artificial substitutes, and the poor die, the rich don't. Here's what he says. Transhumanism boiled down to its bones. Now, this is a quote from the guy who is advising the World Economic Forum. Transhumanism, boiled down to its bones, is pure eugenics. But we call it H+ for better than a human, which, of course, is what eugenics is all about. Alarmingly, transhumanist values are being embraced at the
Now, if you're not familiar with what eugenics is, I'm going to just throw a name out there. Her name was Margaret Sanger. Okay, Google her. She was all about eugenics, which means just to kill off a certain race of people. And what they want to do is cut off the Israelites. Okay, and that's the Psalms 83rd chapter. Okay, they want to. Let me grab that real quick. Because behind all these secret meetings, the whole agenda, the whole purpose is to get at you Israelites, man. This is the book of Psalms 83:2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. Meaning they have begotten prideful. Alright? The enemies are all these nations outside of you Negroes, Latinos, Seminole, Native American Indians, man. Okay, those at the UN councils, the United Nations meetings. You don't see a black, Hispanic, or Seminole, Native American Indian representing you, man. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. The hidden ones is the Israelites. Thy people is the Israelites. Alright? This crafty counsel being taken in all these meetings, man, these summits. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. Eugenics. That the name of Israel may be no more of remembrance. Okay? And that's not going to be possible to cut off the Israelites from being a nation, because the Lord says, as long as the sun, the moon, the stars is in the sky, the Israelites is gonna be around, man, and that's forever, man. You see, but this is what they want to do. They want to cut off the Israelites. Okay, and they're gonna do that on this side in America to 2/3. They're gonna get you people tagged and ready for the they're gonna have you in that system with the C hip, that Karab, that mark, and Esau's gonna have his way with you, man. You're gonna be cut off on this side, but you're gonna come back in the kingdom. Okay.
strata of society. Okay, I just want you to, if you heard the first hour of this broadcast, you know how bone-chilling this is. If you didn't listen to it, I want you to go back and listen to the first hour of this podcast. Transhumanist values are being embraced at the highest strata of society, including big tech, in universities, and among the Davos crowd of globalist would-be technocrats. That being so, it is worth listening in to what they are saying under the theory that forewarned is forearmed. He is the leader for Klaus Schwab's. He says history began when humans invented gods and will end when humans become gods. But not all humans, as he makes clear. He says only the non-useless one will go along with transhumanism. This is what you mean by the Great Reset. He goes on to say, where is it here? There's another side of all of this, probably an important one. Harari considers free will a dangerous myth, a point on which neurosurgeon Michael Egnor had.
And he's right about that. There is no such thing as free will, because the Lord is in control of all things. Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are the Lord. Esau, Edom, you have no free will either, man. You're doing the bidding of the Lord, man. The Lord said in Isaiah 45:7, I create light and darkness. I create good and evil, man. And you're doing the evil. You're the evil counterpart of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay, the Lord created you to do evil. Okay, well, you're the counterpart. It's Satan, physical demon Satan, who the Lord controls as well, and he works through you Edomites, man. All right, let's get back into it.
Taken issue with him. On the contrary, Egnor argues denial of free will is a cornerstone of totalitarianism. Without free will, we are livestock, without the presumption of innocence, without actual innocence, and without rights. But see, useless, meaningless, and worthless people. Do any of those things come into play at all when you're talking about free will? Why do we care about somebody's free will if they are useless, meaningless, and worthless? This is the kind of really frightening thinking that is happening, and it's the kind of stuff that they didn't have in Germany other than Mein Kampf. and if you read the eugenics journals, and if you were a doctor or a nurse. But everybody thought, ooh, no, it's the new shiny future. And they allowed it to happen because the old system wasn't working. We must not let it happen this time. Please educate yourself and your neighbors. Don't waste time on the people who, don't have any idea what's going on and will call you a conspiracy theorist. And even if you present all of the facts, they still will call you a conspiracy theorist. No time to.
Yeah, let him that's ignorant be ignorant still, man. If people can't see it, they're not of the elect, man. All right. All you can do is just give the warning and keep them moving, man. The elect is gonna hear it and repent and do the works. Okay. And he's right. Let him that is ignorant be ignorant still, man. All right. Because it's obvious, man. What Esau Edom is doing is obvious. All right. It's just that Jake, the Lord has deprived them of understanding, man. It says in Isaiah 6, some of them won't wake up until the land is utterly desolate, man. All right. Meaning that they're going to come back in the kingdom. Okay, you got it. Keep going.
On those people. We need 20% of this nation to be wide awake. And the way to do that is, I think, my part of it is dark future. Your part is to read it, to understand it, to look at the footnotes, know the information inside and out, and then find people to share it. We need to have 20%. That is a tipping point. If you have 20% of this population truly aware and armed with information, it can't happen. But time is of the essence. I said to somebody yesterday, and I'd love to get your thought on this, Justin. I said, I'm just thinking they said not to say this on the air. I think we have, till the election, I think we have 3 to 5 years maximum before this is all done and you're not turning back. Do you agree with that?
I think it's entirely possible. I think it's so hard to predict timelines for all of this stuff, which is it's always so difficult. But there's this really great.
Well, let me give you an example here. Mm-hmm. We go to war with Russia, and Joe Biden wins. I think it's pretty inevitable.
I think the next presidential election. Everyone in the universe says this every election. The next presidential election is the most important. I mean, it's not the most important election in American history. It may be like the most important election in human history. Literally, it really is that because of the rapid advancements in this technology. And one of the things I was skeptical of, and then I went into this doing this research with you with this book, Dark Future. We talk about it in the book. Ray Kurzweil and his idea of sort of the acceleration of technology, and that when you look at the history of the development of technology, as technology improves, it accelerates the development of future technology. And so the gap between changes gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So things keep happening faster and faster and faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, that's, I'm pretty much close out. Yeah, man, the system is coming, man. All right. What is that? Revelation 12:12. Let me grab it real quick. This is the book of Revelation 12:12. Because the Lord is speeding up things for the elect's sake, man. Okay, this is what it's all about. The Lord is about to redeem his elect. Okay, it says, Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Yeah, he's pushing the system completely quick, man. He's pushing it quick as hell, man. You see? And he don't care as it's being made manifest to the world, to those who are in the know, especially the Israelites. He don't care if it's being made known, man. It's already he's fulfilling his lot, man. Okay, it says he's coming down with great wrath. All right, meaning a madman. Madman doesn't care about anything, man. You see, and that's the spirit Esau Edom is gonna have in these times to come, man. All right, and this is just the beginning. Okay, this before he even implements the system is gonna be all out chaos, man. All right, because that's what he wants: order ab chaos, order out of chaos, man. Okay, so I'm gonna close out, Lord willing, this is edifying to an elect. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Calling Yashala Shalom.